Hello farmers and welcome back to Frechdachs on Farming Simulator 25. Hope everyone had a nice weekend. Yes, it's a Monday. Another start to another week. Speaking of starting to another week, we're starting here with our planting season. We are in the month of March and things are going on. Our worker just got done planting the potatoes. They're all set. And we do have the Massey Ferguson in our new field. The one that cost me almost $2 million to purchase. We are spreading lime in that one, and this Fendt is going to go over and actually start plowing up that field while the lime is being put into it. And while all that's going on, I need to fertilize or finish fertilize the grass field, and I'm going to move on to up by our sawmill, where we're going to take care of some stumps and also probably replant trees if I have the money to do so. So again, hopefully everyone had a nice weekend. Oh, that's terrible backing up. That's what you get when you take a day off from playing Farm Sim. Alright, we'll drop that off in there. Hello, Robert John J. Miles is here as well. Hope, like I said, hope you guys had a nice weekend so far. Or so far. Yeah, it's over. Hope you had a nice weekend. Alright, let's go get the plow and we'll get into field number 13. So I have decided in field number 13 that I'm going to plant sunflowers because I don't think I've done sunflowers yet in 25. So it seems like a good crop. And with sunflowers, I think I can make flour with sunflowers. Let me double check on that here once we get the Fendt to start plowing up. I don't know if I should have two workers in the same field, but we're going to give it a try. Watch out, Sam. So our potato field should be all set, double fertilized. Our sugar beet field's all planted, double fertilized. Should not have to weed those fields. And looks like a sea of white over here with all the lime I put down. Well, at least that the workers put down. We'll see if they crisscross these workers. Alright, just hire out a worker. Actually, where is the Massey Ferguson? How you doing? Yeah, I just topped him off with some lime, so hopefully he is all set to go. Are you actually spreading lime, or are you bugged out like you were last time? Oh no, it's just that it's showing that it's spreading lime when it's really not doing so. Yeah, I don't know. We'll just let them get along here. Let me see my soil composition here. So yeah, you can see we need to be plowed, but yeah, we're starting to plow the field. We know that's a 12-meter wide plow. You can see how much of the field it shows up there, so you can see how big this field actually is. But our potato field, sugar beet field, canola field, barley, and wheat field are pretty much all set. Yeah, let me hop into our T8. And hopefully I can finish up fertilizing my grass field. I don't have that much more digestate, so I got this tank and maybe a couple thousand liters more at the BGA, and that is it. But yeah, I think sunflowers. Oh, I was going to check to make sure I can make sunflower oil. So not sunflower oil. Sunflower flour in our windmill, which I think we might be able to. Hello, Branding. How you doing? Nah, I don't need no more snow. I don't need no more blizzards. I don't need any of that kind of stuff. I'm ready for some warmer weather. And all that fun stuff. I think it got to about minus 10 degrees Fahrenheit last night, so... Yeah, winter is like, nah, winter's like, I'm going to hold on for a lot longer than what you probably want. So in case you missed the last few streams, we have, well, at least I've decided that this will be our last year here in Frechdachs. Reason being is I pretty much got everything that we need for the farm. I don't remember exactly how much we owe on the loan, but it's only like 600,000, something like that. And we just bought a $2 million field. So, yeah, we are doing rather well for ourselves. And I really don't have any more goals to do here on Frechdachs. But we will vote. We should have a couple of votes this week. One, we're probably going to vote on how far we want to go in the farming season. Do we just want to go to the end of harvest season? Or are you guys going to want to go through the winter time where we sell everything that we have basically harvested for the year so we can see what our money gets up to? Not that I'm going to be taking my money anywhere to the next map or whatever. And yes, also our other vote will be what map to go to after this. Alright, turn around and yeah, hopefully I can get this last pass done. Like I said, I got about maybe 5,000 liters of digestate left at the BGA. And no, we're not making any more digestate currently because I have no grass. $3,000 liters. 2,000 liters. 1,000 liters. Oh, it's going to leave a tiny little patch. Well, I got enough at the BGA. We'll top off. Actually, you know what? No. Let me go. I probably got some slurry I should be grabbing. Hello, Eddie, and welcome. Hope you're having a good Monday. We do got some rain in the forecast coming along, but it's not harvest season, so we're all set. Oh, yeah, that's a good amount of slurry, so I will be making some digestate here. And by the way, there was a SnowRunner episode that went out earlier today. So if that's your kind of game, then you may want to check it out after the stream. Tomorrow there will be, of course, a Penye episode. All that beautiful slurry being processed right back into digestate. Back up just a little bit and then pull forward to get into the trigger. I got 12,000 liters. Apologies for missing the Saturday night stream. Don't worry about it, Robert. I don't like I've always said, don't expect everyone to be here for every stream. It's no worries. As long as you had a good time, that's all that matters to me. Let's see, I got some workers that are kind of... Oh, looks like they figured each other out. I thought they were blocked by each other, but I think they figured out which way one should go. Where was I? Just follow the tire tracks in the grass and you should be able to find it. Hello, Skender. How you doing? Right, this is most of the field. Obviously, I may have missed a few patches here or there, but I think it's like 95% done. Hello, Vitamin Protein. Welcome. Alright, so I think as of right now, we're all caught up. So I think I'm going to be using the T8 for what I'm going to be doing next. I'm going to drop off, though, this tanker. And I'm also going to drop off the weight. I'm actually going to jump out of the T8 because I'm going to reset the T8 to the store. Reset that to the store. Yes, thank you very much. And now we're going to go into the store where there's a couple things I need to lease. And it's all in forestry. So let's find the forestry section. Tree planter. I need to lease that. That's only 1,400, so that's good. We can afford that. Back up again. Mulchers. Where's the mulchers? What's excavation tool? Can remove stumps and bushes. That's 1.8. Is that the same? I think that's the same machine. We'll lease this one right here to remove all the stumps. All right, we'll lease that. Yes, that's good. And then the last thing I want to do is we're going to get, where's the one for 300 saplings? And not American elm, apple trees. We're going to plant 300 apple trees because why not? All right, let's get down to the store. Let's go ahead and get the tree planter on. One of my, that's got to be the Massey Ferguson is empty, so I'll have to take care of that. Am I on the wrong side of the mulcher? Yes, I am. Yep, drive right over your apple trees. That's good. That's what you want to do. Why is that not... Oh, I think I know what I did wrong. I think I got the wrong... Oh, is that for... Yeah, that's excavation tools. I need the one... I need this one right here. I need this one instead. I think this is for a 3-point link. Yes. I need to lease this one instead. Oh, wait. I did... That will get rid of stumps, right? Yes, it will. This one... The way it's going. Got to make sure about that. There we go. I think I'll just hire a worker to drive up to the sawmill because I need to get back into the Massey Ferguson and top that off with some lime. So, wait, let's get past these railings because a worker always tends to drive into them. Let's go to here. Set destination. And yes, we just need you to go up there. Enter the Massey Ferguson. Just ignore the bridle spreader. Still spreading lime. Why is my worker... Which worker is getting blocked by an object? I don't understand. Don't understand who's getting blocked. Didn't keep track of how many times I've filled up the bridle spreader, but I want to say this is the 4th time at least. This will be the last time I have to lime spread the field. Actually, almost done with that field. And when I get back and fill this up, just want to double check on a couple things. Looks like an angel going down the road with a lime still being shown as it's getting spread. Well, now just up and down. Field 13 was 1,940,000, somewhere around there to purchase. Okay, so what I want to check just to be sure, I think it's the windmill. Yes, we can make sunflower flour. So it just takes sunflowers and makes it into flour. And actually, we actually get more liters of flour than sunflowers I put into. So yes, we're going to be planting sunflowers. Same worker, blocked by an object. Who keeps getting blocked by an object? Trying to see where my other worker is driving over to the sawmill. Looks like they're at the fuel station and stuck. So we are down to 13,000, but as I almost spin out here, I did spin out in the Massey Ferguson. We own everything other than the tree planter and the stump grinder that I just leased. And yeah, we just got to pay off a $600,000 loan, give or take, and might be able to do that today. And then the rest will just go ahead and save. I don't know. I mean, I suppose I could buy another piece of equipment if we need to. But it's not planned to. Massey Ferguson does not like having that much lime pushing it behind, I guess. We kind of left off somewhere over here. Actually, it's like the far corner over here is where we're at. As long as this worker stays out of the way of the one doing the plow, then I'm all set. Well, even with a 12-meter wide plow, it's going to take that worker a little time to get the field done. I mean, they're getting along nicely, I suppose. So yeah, my worker... Nope. Well, apparently my worker wanted to drive into the pole. So off we go. Yeah, we got about 300 stumps plus to take care of. Then we'll put in some apple trees. I don't know how fast apple trees grow, and I'm not planting apple trees to cut down and put through the mill. The mill still, I think, has 1 million liters of wood into it. But we're planting the apple trees for the deer. And other animal that wants to eat the apples. Actually, this is not the road I wanted. Man. We'll just cut through here. Oh, there's a bush there. I'm trying to watch the big trees. I'm just looking right past the bush. Still going the wrong direction. Can't drive in a straight line, apparently. Let's try heading for the trees. The loan, I can double check here in a second, but it's like 650,000, something like that. I'm going to drop off the tree planter, just because I don't want to, in case I accidentally highlight that and try to work with that. Alright, so our loan here. Finances. Oh, it's 740,000. So it's more than I thought it was, but still not that bad. Alright, so I got told I don't even have to lower it. I should be able to drive over and it'll take care of the stumps. And I got rid of that one pretty quick. And hopefully I didn't cut them too low to where it can't register. If I put my, let me reduce my cruise control. No, I think 4 miles an hour would be too quick. Two miles an hour might be painful. Alright, yeah, let's not cruise control it. That would just take too long. Yeah, and it does depend on how much of a stump is there as well. No, I don't. I won't be fixing the road track that goes up to the sawmill because we don't own that property. Yeah, I know I got the mod that allows me to landscape anywhere, but on this series here, I was trying to do it to where I only do landscaping on property that we own. Nope, you didn't get rid of that stump completely. So I just want to make sure, because it said our workers, that I want to make sure we actually did get the lime spread on the entire field. So if I turn off plowing, yes, that looks good. So we got plenty of time to get these stumps done because they're gonna wait for that field to be plowed. And also this month, that field needs to be planted. I was thinking about leasing another planter to help us out, because that's a big field. We'll just have to see how far along we get. They kind of look like, if you're not trying to look at the size of the stumps in general, but they kind of look like little mushrooms kind of around the forest area. Didn't get that stump all the way. I'm definitely liking this stump grinder over the other one. I think what I'll do is we'll just focus on this side first. So instead of me just taking care of all the stumps at once, we'll take care of these and then we'll plant. And then we'll go to the other side. Yeah, when the stump's taller, it takes a few seconds more to get rid of it, and you can definitely hear it chomping away at the stump. Well, either way you look at it, if you... I mean, I still cut down 300 trees the last time we did the sawmill, so... And I did take care of a lot of stumps in between the streams with the lumberjack mod. How many trees have I actually cut on this series? Like 600 and something? 750 trees I ended up cutting down. Like I said, I gotta wait for that field to be plowed so I can put the sunflowers into it. And I want to get it done in March. That way we get to harvest the sunflowers earlier. And it gives time for the mill to get the sunflowers processed into flour. Hello, Denard, and welcome. Hope you're having a good Monday. I mean, we're actually getting through the stumps pretty quick. This stump removal is actually pretty good. I mean, I still would like the easy developer mod where I could just say remove stumps. But then I wouldn't have nothing to do currently right now. I guess I'd be the one plowing up the field. I have no idea if the T-Rex has been released in 25 or not. This is where the tree devourer would come in handy, because I think I would actually get some wood chips out of it. Yeah, we're zipping through these stumps pretty quick. I mean, yeah, I still got the other side of the sawmill to do, but we're helping out the environment. We took down all the trees here. We're going to put some trees right back in. Hello, Crystal, and welcome. Hope you're having a good Monday. Oh, come on, Stump. I've been over here like 3 times. There we go. Actually, I think the stumps are taller. It chews through them actually maybe a little bit quicker. I think someone told me, though, that there is an issue of getting rid of stumps once in a while. I mean, this is the first time I've done stump removal in 25, and it seems to be working pretty good. Thought that stump disappeared. Nope, still didn't. Okay. There we go. Must have been a hardwood. Well, I think I'm not getting wood chips with this stump grinder is because it doesn't... It's not like the Tree Devourer mod where it had a capacity, and this doesn't have a holding tank. Hello, Fat Clemenza. Welcome back. Hope you've been well. Hello, Sirwell. I actually thought this was going to take longer. I mean, it's still going to be a long job, but... I mean, we're getting like... I don't know, like 10 stumps a minute? Somewhere around there. I just not realized the first tree stump grinder I got was for the excavator. Not much left. I gotta do the whole other side of the sawmill. We'll get these stumps taken care of and the ones on the back side of the sawmill, and then we'll switch over to planting some apple trees on this side. Well, that clears up quite a bit. Makes it look a lot better over here. Hello, Sorfern, and welcome. Hope you had a nice weekend. And hope you have a good start to your week here as well. Am I doing an apple production? No, we're putting in apple trees, which, yeah, unfortunately, I don't think you actually get apples from them. But maybe in the future, Giants will do something with the apple trees, possibly. I mean, orchards have been a mod in Farming Simulator going back to at least 19. So maybe that's something they'll introduce in the future. That is not a bad start to taking out some stumps. Let's see how our worker's getting along in field number 13. Let's see here. All right, we're getting along here. I should move this. And we'll get this back to the farm. I think I'll bring the John Deere over here with our planter and kind of get that set. I don't want to start planting, even though we got a good amount of the field already kind of plowed, just because I don't know what the worker's going to do. And then all it takes is the fence to go over where I planted, and that just kind of ruins everything. So it should be fun going to run the lathes again. Haven't worked them in like 10 years. I'll just be careful on those things. This thing could use a wash after spreading that much lime in that field. I was actually thinking about putting down some more beehives, but since we started the day with about 30,000 and the money is kind of going out the window from leasing and paying workers, I may have to hold off on buying more beehives. Get it nice and clean, put it away. Hello, Liz. How you doing? Yeah, I think I'm parking this in front of the baler since we don't use that. Actually, I'm just going to park it beside the baler. Got plenty of space over here now. We got enough sheds where we don't have to cram everything in. All right, let's grab the John Deere and we'll top off the planter and get that ready for some sunflowers. See, switch that over to sunflowers. Probably top off the John Deere with fuel as well. Let's avoid running into Sam here. All right, down to 9,000. Oh, can't make that corner. Gonna go pick up your daughter and take her to the dentist. I think I'd rather be at the dentist than at school. Alright, just gonna get this ready for planting. Not gonna set off the worker as of yet. Alright, let's get back into the T8. I'm gonna go plant some trees. So we got 300 saplings on here. Yeah, since I am done with the sawmill, I guess it doesn't matter if I put them too close to the mill. So I guess we'll just put 150 on both sides, and that'd be good. Yeah, we're not going to be doing anything more with the mill other than coming up here and gathering our wood beams. Yeah, our Fentis is 728, not the 1000. But that 728 is a very good tractor. Must have hated school. You'd rather be at school than the dentist? I hated school. And to be fair, I think the school hated me as well. Yeah, I think I'm going to have to go sell probably some strawberry ice cream. Might not be bad. And maybe if I got some lettuce, I could sell some lettuce, get some money back into the bank account to pay off these workers. So I got 9,000. I don't think I need... Well, maybe I do need 9,000 for workers. I don't know. I hope we get to at least see a growth stage of the apple trees before we're out of here. I think I'm going to separate these a little bit because that was already 40 trees that I planted. Would be kind of cool if the game, I mean, it has really nothing to do with farming. I mean, there's deer in the game for wildlife. But when you plant this many apple trees, you would see more deer in the apple trees than in the other part of the forest. But I think that's getting too involved into Farming Simulator 25. I think I looked in Saturday's stream. I think the rain is not going to be here until like midday, so it is showing rain in the forecast, but I think I got about a couple more hours before it gets here. I think I need to plant them still a little bit closer together because I've only planted half of the trees I need to on this side. So I think I can stick another row in between the one to our left and the far one. Yeah, I did an orchard on Western Australia, and actually the orchards were up before then, and I do remember the orchards in 19. For some reason on FS19 on No Man's Land, I kind of remember doing like plums, apples, and maybe pears. I thought I was planting these rather quick when I did the first round here. I got 50 more trees to plant. By the way, this is a mod that I'm using for the saplings. So the base game, I think you get, is it 20 saplings per a pallet? And there is a mod hub where you can get pallets that hold up to 300 saplings. So if you want to replant a lot of trees, I would definitely recommend getting that mod because it just makes life that much easier. Not even sure really how big, or if I even seen apple trees on the map. I probably have seen them, but just go right past them because it might be too small. And I just don't even bother looking at them. Hello, RC Mark, and welcome. Hope you're having a good start to your week. This forest does look a lot better without all the stumps here. Alright, so again, we're just going down to I got about 150 trees left. And then those will get saved for the other side of the sawmill. But we gotta get rid of more stumps. Alright, 153, so we're going to put like 3 trees back here. Drop that off. Pick this up. Alright, we'll have a look to see how our plow is getting along. It is a 30 hectare size field, so yeah, it's going to take a moment, but yeah, 12 meter wide plow, they're getting there, about halfway done. Speaking of being about halfway done, get rid of all these stumps. I think this is the smaller side of the sawmill, so probably not as many stumps here. Although I don't remember when I was using the lumberjack mod to get rid of the stumps in between streams, what side I was working on mostly. So most of the stumps you're seeing are lodgepole pine. And some you're seeing are the original spruce trees that were here when we bought the property. It seems like if the stumps are really tall, this stump grinder goes to them really quick. But I cut all my trees right on down to the ground. I wonder if this will eliminate... I think it said eliminate bushes, did it not? I'll have to give this a try here so I know in the future. Oh yeah, that just chopped up that bush, no problem whatsoever. I don't think it'll do a whole tree though. Well, it does make me wonder, will it take care of a whole tree? Well, let's take one of these spruce trees here and see what happens. Well, I mean, I guess that answers the question. I'm just going to get rid of the whole tree. I don't really care about the wood and all that. So that's one way to do it. Hello, Drifter. How you doing? Does the description say it will get rid of a whole tree? Remove tree stumps and bushes. Well, you may want to add trees to that. It's a lot of stumps. Well, we did cut down a lot of trees. Hello, Panther Killer. How you doing? May seem like a lot of stumps, but I think we're getting rid of about 10 a minute. Yeah, the Tree Devourer mod would save or make wood chips out of it. And early on, I would have loved that, but in year number 7, this farm's making more than enough cash where I'm not too worried about the wood chips that I'm not getting from the stumps. Yeah, I should actually put up, I may just do it here in a minute, but I think I'll put up the poll of how far we're going to go into the season. Oh, that one little stump right there does not want to, there we go. How far we want to go into the season. Just get rid of, at the end of this row here. Did not get a chance to look at any maps over the weekend. Oh, that. I think I'm just too quick on some of these stumps. Either I'm just getting too relaxed on the stumps, or because they were going at a pretty good rate before, but now it seems like I'm going over them too quick. We'll say my feet are getting tired on the pedals because I'm left foot braking, so I'm just driving up braking, driving up braking. Hello Tim, how you doing? Thank you for joining us today. I'm just going to turn this off for a minute. I'm going to put you on the in with a fence so you can see how much more plowing we have to do, and you can watch them while I go ahead and start ourselves a poll. All right, I don't need to write it in all capital letters. Be like I'm shouting. All right. And then And I keep hitting the microphone, which is probably not good for you either. All right, so when should we end the series? All right. All right, the poll should be up. All right, there we go. Wait, let me, I gotta scroll the chat so I can see how the voting goes. All right, so, I mean, the poll's gonna be up there for a while, because obviously we're not leaving Frechdachs today, so I'll probably leave it up the poll through the entire stream. That way, as people come and go, they can at least voice their opinion. Yeah, so the good thing about this, I mean, I was pretty good at it at the beginning, but I'm getting terrible at it now. But the good thing about this stump grinder is, yeah, if you leave it raised up, you don't create a field. I think if I were to lower, I would create a field. Darn stump. So if I happen to finish this up before the Fent is done plowing, then I'll just jump into the John Deere 9RX and we'll start planting the sunflowers ourselves. Why is that stump not getting ground up? There we go. That's good. Yeah, so the poll is very simple. This is our last season here on Frechdachs. So I'm just asking, do you want to wait till or leave here after we harvest everything, or do you want to wait until we sell everything through the winter months? So basically, that would get us like the following March. I'm probably not going to replant fields that I normally would. I used to do that, but I do not see myself returning to this map at all. At least not in 25. Unless it has like a major update or something that makes it really interesting to come back and visit. It's not like Riverbend, where I would revisit Riverbend if they bring out the fish hatchery in some way. No, I don't mind the map. I mean, I don't know what you guys want to see. I mean, some people may not want to see us just running around selling everything. It's not going to matter one way or another to myself. It's kind of like Riverbend. I love the map Riverbend. Just because I was leaving it doesn't mean I'm tired of the map. It's just that financially here, I'm going to have more money than I know what to do with. Don't be spreading propaganda about about the map itself. How was my weekend? It was not bad. Recorded a couple episodes yesterday. Got a little housework done. Oh, come on, Stump. That should be a very interesting episode of Penye tomorrow. Although some of you have already watched it, so no spoilers. But I will say, recording that episode of SnowRunner that went out this morning, that was rough. Hello, Eugene. That is, I think that's by far the longest name I've seen come in here before. Alright, so those over 300 stumps that we had were down to like the last 30 or so. I hope you're having a good start to your week, Eugene, and thank you for stopping on in today. And down to the last three. Well, that wasn't actually that bad. That probably took us like 45 minutes to get rid of all the stumps. Leasing. So let's see. What there's yep, that can be returned. And then of course I leased the wrong one to begin with, so we can return that one. All right, and we got 150 more apple trees to plop on in. And after we get this done, we'll probably have to jump into the 9RX and start planting in our sunflowers. Just a reminder, we do have a vote going on, so if you have not voted and you want your voice being heard, or your vote being heard at least, go on ahead and vote. And again, we're not done with the sawmill. I am done putting wood into the sawmill, but our sawmill has a lot of wood to process, so we'll be selling wood beams as we move along here. Would be kind of interesting though with these apple trees in the future, maybe a DLC or something, or just maybe a free part of the game where we can actually make an orchard of these apple trees. See how our I think our plow is it's getting to the other end of the field, and then it just heads to the headlands, and we're all set. So currently, looking at the poll, we've had just 25 votes so far, but it's pretty much, it can go either way. Like I said, it doesn't matter to me either way that we do it. I figure by the time we get to November anyways, which is the end of harvest season, we'll probably have like $500,000 in the bank account, or probably even more. I would like to see these apple trees at least get one growth stage in it before we're out of here, but I have no idea how long it takes apple trees to grow. Probably didn't really need to plant 300 trees back in here, but I think it'll look nice when they do start to grow. Need the windmill to boost more money. I think we're doing fine. I mean, I do have, well, I don't know what you mean by a windmill. There's a lot of different types of windmills, but this farm makes millions of dollars a year as it is. I don't need to be putting down generators to produce money. I mean, in Saturday's stream, my goal was to get the bank account up to $1 million. I did not expect to get enough money to buy a $2 million field. And we also paid off like $200,000 on the bank account. All while playing on hard economy. So if I was on normal, that would have been like $3 million that we earned. Just 40 more trees and we're all set up here at the sawmill, but it's looking a lot better having all those stumps gone. It was kind of weird though with the lodgepole pine, as we saw. I think it was the second growth stage where I thought the trees, some of the trees were dead because they had no foliage on them. But then when they got to the full height, they all had foliage on them. So I'm not too sure. I think some people said if you plant trees too close to one another, they won't grow. Now, I know that's true in real life, but I don't think in Farming Simulator it matters. I'm going to end this series. Well, I mean, every series eventually comes to an end. It won't be today. But, I mean, the poll pretty much tells you what the plan is, kind of. But this will be the last season on this series. Why? Just because I don't know. I don't have any other goals to do on the series. It was mostly running a pig farm, and well, the pigs are not that hard to keep up with the feed. At least not on this farm it isn't. We're having no problem keeping up with the pigs. Pig pen's been full for over a year. One more tree, and that is it. Let's go ahead and return that planter. All right, actually, let's bring this back to the farm. And we'll jump into the John Deere and start putting in some sunflowers. Next map, we'll vote on that later on. We won't be voting on that later on today, but later on this week at some point. There's our Fenton action. Can't really tell. Yeah, I think they just got the headland left to do. No, we're not finishing Farming Simulator 25, but we're just going to be leaving the map at some point. Hello, Farmer to Bo, welcome. Hope you're having a good Monday. Let's see here. I think I'll put... Actually, I'll top off the fuel in T8. And probably should just put this on the water tanker so I can remind myself to top off the greenhouses and everything afterwards. Alright, let's get into the John Deere. Actually, I want to see is... Yes, you are doing the headlands, so I think I'm going to start wherever you're at. And that way we won't cross paths later on. So, yeah, I decided to plant sunflowers here. Have ever considered streaming a rags to riches type of series? Isn't all my series kind of rags to riches? Because, I mean, we always start with, I mean, I borrow money, but I got to pay back the money that we start with. So, I mean, we always start with nothing, really. I mean, look at Riverbend Springs. I did start with $5 million, but we also had to pay back the $5 million. And same thing here. We started with $2 million, and I started off with a $2 million loan payment. So I am starting with nothing. Penier, I started with no loan and no money and nothing. So that can be considered rags to riches. But I think everyone throws those terms around and does. I mean, you always see that survival challenge series. You always see the rags to riches series. I'm not one to title my series that way. Unless I'm not really understanding what a true rags to riches series is. Oh, I'm like, why can't I go further? Because I'm hitting the boundary of the map. That would be why. So with the sunflowers, with one of our production buildings, we can turn sunflowers into flour, and that's where we're going to process it to. Well, branding, the Penier series starts with absolutely nothing. I don't know if you've been watching that series at all, but I know there's lime here, but I think I spread the lime after it was plowed. But let me just make sure. Yeah, we're good. But yeah, I guess then Rags to Riches for you would be my Penier series. Because I started with absolutely nothing there, no loan, no money. So I mean, basically all you can do is do contracts, which, yeah, it's still farming, but I think all of us will agree, we would all rather work in our own fields and such, rather than doing contracts. I normally start off by owing riches. I mean, I wouldn't, yeah, I do owe a lot, but it allows us to buy our starting equipment, buy fields, and kind of get the farm going. I know some people want to see the challenge I did on the Pacific Northwest back in 19, where we paid off like a $50 million debt, but yeah, that's rough to do, because you got to start off with a decent farm to be able to do that, because paying, I would assume the interest rate's the same, but paying $180,000 a month in interest, you need a farm to be able to handle that. You can see the fence off in the distance going back up the other side of the field, finish up the plowing part. Watch all your series. I'm a very good content creator. Well, I appreciate the compliment. I'm sure there are others that don't like what they see here. But like I said, I appreciate the compliment. Thank you. Careful, Formidable. Don't give out too many spoilers on the episode. That episode technically does not air until tomorrow, but since you remember, you've already seen it. But yeah. Yeah, but sometimes I do start my series with absolutely nothing, and we do some contracts in order to get some equipment and move forward. I do try to mix up how we start a series. But after you do so many series, it's hard to come up with an idea to make it different. That tree came out of nowhere. Yeah, Penier is starting off slow. We're doing the contracts and working in our grass field, but I feel like the momentum's starting to pick up. But like on this map here, Frechdachs, and I find this happens on any big map that I get on, it does kind of start off a little bit slow because you need a lot of big equipment to run these type of fields. But then once you get a good amount of fields, and of course production buildings, as we know, bring in the money as well. But then you just start earning, well, I feel like I start earning too much money. And buying more, yeah, someone could say buy more fields, but I feel like we already got enough field work. That's why I was thinking this has got to be the last season here, just because we just bought this biggest field. It's going to take me a while to get this field planted, and I don't think I'll hire a worker for it just because I don't have any other work to do in March right now. It's going to take a while to get done. Yeah, I could have planted peas in this field and we could have had a good long pea harvest. If I did a pea harvest in this field, I probably would have leased about 3 pea harvesters. Alrighty. Like the way the fields look after using a planter. It was changed a little bit from 22 to 25 the way it looks. But we should get a decent amount of sunflowers off this field. I wonder how it's looking yield-wise. 95%? Yeah, we got 95%. I'm not going to roll the field. Hello, MV Silence. Welcome. Alright, can't turn that tight. And then I run into a bush. Start a new series, buy every field, every vehicle. Buying every field never really thrills me too much, unless it's a really small map like Solyndra. Then I possibly could. And I don't know what buying every vehicle will get you either. Because a lot of the vehicles I would just buy just to park, never use them. If I weren't a good streamer, we wouldn't be here night after night. Speaking for yourself, but you miss it on Sundays. One of the few, John. You're one of the few. I'm not sure how. I know a few people that stream on Twitch. I talk to them. I don't know how they stream 7 days a week, 8 hours a day, every day. Probably have to make a few trips back to the farm to top off on liquid fertilizer, but I think I'll get 2 headlands done. Not sure exactly what those abbreviations are for, Farmable, so I'm going to say no. Yeah, I know a lot of you are here every night, Skender, but I'm saying it. What John said, though, that he misses the streams on Sundays, which I appreciate, but I mean, when FS25 came out, I did stream, I think it was like 18, 19 days in a row, and that got to be a little bit too much. Oh, Red Dead Redemption. I thought that's what you were referring to, but no, I didn't get into that. I mean, it does look like a really, really good game. Just being kind of a family type channel, I'm not sure how well. Yeah, I know some of the things that can be done in there, which don't get me wrong, I find interesting myself, but yeah, that might be a little bit different for the channel. Yeah, my No Man Land series in 19, I know a lot of people did like that, would like to see another series like that. But man, those episodes took forever to record and edit. So to be able to put out a video every day, I don't think I can. Well, I do think No Man's Land, I think I was still doing 2 series even back then. So like every other day I had this episode of No Man's Land, but those took a long time to get those episodes done. Especially the episodes where I quote-unquote teleported to the wormhole. Editing that part of the video could take like 20 to 30 minutes just for a 5-second part of the video. Alright, one time back more down this side of the field, and we'll have to go back to the farm and top off with some liquid fertilizer. Hello, Midwest Farmer. You weren't suggesting streaming it, just curious. Well, the thing is, I don't really have time to play any games for... see, how do I want to say it? Basically, every game I play, you're pretty much seeing. I don't really have time to play games just for enjoyment that I don't stream. I mean, there's a couple of games I've played that I don't stream, but those are not. You know, I play like Total Battle, which is just a fun game I play with some friends. But Total Battle is like kind of like a mobile app type of a game that you can also play on PC. And that's about the only game I've played that I don't really show on the channel because it's not something I would want to, but... How did I do the earthquake on No Man's Land? That's video editing. And no, it wasn't... I did not shake the mouse to do the earthquake. I did not shake the mouse to make the earth shake. That was in video editing. And also like the dirt rising up, that was in video. A lot of it was just doing video editing over the record. Alright, let's go top off. I might as well just top it off with seed and liquid fertilizer. I don't think the planter rides on an angle. It could be because I'm slightly turning as I'm going down the field. Yeah, but even like doing the earthquake on No Man's in 19, that was probably like a 15-second part of the video, and that probably took me like half hour, 40 minutes to get that in video editing done to look as it did. Could be done several different ways, but shaking the mouse is one way. Yeah, shaking the mouse to get the earthquake would have been one way, but with my video editor, they have options that it'll do it for you. You can just add camera shake. But it was the portal one that really took a lot of takes on recording, going back into editing, knowing that it didn't quite work out well, then go back. Especially when I was, you know, because for those who don't know, I was teleporting from one map to another going through a portal. So to get it to look right was kind of difficult. I had fun doing the series. It's going to be interesting to see this field in the middle of summer with all the sunflowers. storytelling, that series was well done. Well, I appreciate that. Kind of had to go on the fly sometimes. I mean, you get an idea for a storyline, and then you get an idea to do something in the video or video editing to make it interesting that maybe something people haven't seen before. Got to find a way to fit into the storyline, so it could be a challenge. I am kind of hoping, because he did talk about Red Dead Redemption, I am kind of looking for storyline games that we could stream on here. I know I mentioned, I think I said A Plague Tale, I think is going to be coming out, you know, not anytime soon, but with their third story. And when they do, I'll be doing that. Probably streaming it. And I'll probably end up streaming... I'll probably do the first and second story before they come up with the third story. I mean, I've done videos on A Plague Tale, the first and second story, but I'll probably do them again when the third story comes out. But actually, in case, if you don't remember, like the No Man Land series, that series did carry over to... what was the name of that map? Oh, Wither Farms. So, I mean, that storyline did consider over to Wither Farms, and then I had a problem on the Wither Farms map. And I couldn't figure out what was causing it. All my backup saves, it was doing the same thing on Wither Farms. Again, I would hire a worker to plant the sunflower field. It's just that I did all the work I needed to this month while they were lime spreading and plowing the field. And I was going to lease another planter to come in here and help us, but I don't think it's going to take us overall that long to get it done. This is an 18-meter wide planter, I think. Yeah, the problem I had on Wither Farms with the continuing that story, my frames, there was a frame rate issue on Wither Farms where the frame rate just dropped to 10 frames, and sometimes even this one, I couldn't move my character, couldn't teleport to a tractor. I was like, all right, I guess I'll have to dig into my backup saves, and then my backup saves were doing the same thing. So something I did on the map screwed it up somehow. I'm not sure what happened, but... And I did all the testing. I started a Wither Farms map, well, the mods I had on it, trying to see if it was a mod conflict, but when I started a new save on Wither Farms, well, the mods, I had no problem whatsoever. So I couldn't figure out what was causing the problem on my saves. And then I could never figure out how to transition from where we were on that map over to like another map to continue the storyline. Hello, Ulrich, welcome. The trouble is some of the games nowadays contain strong language. Yeah, that's one of the things I try to, when I play games on here, because I try to keep it a family channel. So I try to be careful of, I mean, I've been given some keys to some pretty good games, but unfortunately, there are those types of games of like, yeah, I don't think I can quite do that on this channel. I mean, if I made a second channel for those types of games, you know, maybe, but right now I'm just trying to get, I'm just trying to keep on continuing growing this channel as it is. Sirwell, what kind of graphics card do you have now? Because honestly, the 50 series, I mean, yeah, is it going to be better than what we have than the 40 series? Yeah, but right now, what can the 50 series do over the 40 series that you need? Unless you want to play your games in 8K, which I don't know of any. I don't know of any games currently that allow us to play in 8K. Yeah, so I got a 4080 as well, and I'll probably wait until the 60 series comes out before I upgrade, or unless my graphics card decides to bury itself. Hello, Divorce Before Wedding. That's an interesting name. Welcome. Yeah, I don't think, with the amount of sunflowers I'm going to get off this field, we probably won't be able to process them fast enough. I may put down another production building where I could put some sunflowers in to make flour, and then maybe we'll do some sunflowers as oil. I mean, I only got the 4080 graphics card because my 2080... I think it was about a year ago. I think it was, yeah, about a year ago where it, well, my screen did not show graphics. It showed nothing but letters and numbers. So that's when you know it's time to get a new graphics card. Robert, this when we say 40 series or 50 series, it's just the generation of graphics cards through NVIDIA on that front. And NVIDIA just, well, it was about a month ago, they kind of announced their 50 series, which is a new graphics cards coming out. But yeah, you need a loan and a half to buy one of those. At least it isn't sugar beet. Well, I was kind of thinking about going with soybean because soybean, you know, doesn't have a high yield, but it pays well. I would say the 40 series is more than okay for now. So, I mean, I got the 4080 and I'm looking at my stats on the side. I'm playing in 4K and broadcasting in 4K, and I'm only using like 48% of my graphics card. So, I mean, it's not struggling at all. But, like what always happens when a new graphics card comes out, game developers will start pushing the games a little bit more. But just think where games will be in about 10 years. I mean, if you want to compare, maybe that'd be kind of interesting to do. If I might make a video where I compare FS15 to FS25, and you can see the difference in the graphics. And just imagine where the games will be in another 10 years. Trying to read chat more so than planting sunflowers. Your PC is a Windows XP? Well, at least you can say Windows Vista. Just a reminder for those who have been coming in just recently, we do have a poll going on that you can vote for. We are ending the Frechdachs series this farming season, and the poll is asking when exactly should we end the series. Should we end it after harvest, or do you want to end the series after selling in the winter? So basically that means, do you want to end the series in November when harvest season is over, or do you want to go all the way to March where throughout the winter, of course, we sell all the good stuff? And currently the poll is pretty much neck and neck, so it could go either way. So if you do have an opinion on when we should end the Frechdachs series this year, in this farming season, place your vote. Every vote counts. You know what? I've been going up and down this way. Let's go. Although I'm getting low on the fertilizer again. So we'll go on this side of the field for a little bit. I think what I need to do, well, there's a few things I need to do, but need to grow this channel a lot more, and then when I do, get some sponsorship from like NVIDIA, so I get like their free stuff. That's what I need to do. That way I don't have to pay $2,000 for, like John said, the 5090 or something. Didn't like Vista, had too many problems. Vista was a problem. That's why I was kind of joking about it. Alright, I think it's time to go back to the farm and top off on liquid fertilizer. If we just look at the map, we can kind of see how far we are actually. It's a big field. Yep, that's how much more we got to go. That'd be great. The prices are crazy. Yeah, I don't think I'm a long ways off from having like sponsors or whatever. Well, actually, I shouldn't say that. YouTube does actually set you up when you start getting enough subscribers. They do set you up with companies, but the companies, of course, want you to advertise their product during your streams. And some of the products, they say, "Oh, we'll send you this for free." And I'm looking at them like, "Have you even seen my channel? Why would I advertise shampoo or your hair products or women's clothing?" It's like, why would I advertise that stuff? That's the last thing you guys need to see is me in a woman's dress advertising their wonderful fall clothing line. Yeah, building your own PC is fun to do. Maybe not your first one that you do. But once you built a few PCs, it can be fun building your own. Oh, I'm out of money. That's what Squirrel does? Wait, Squirrel does women's fall clothing lines and wears them? Or he does advertise? You would accept any type of monetization as long as the product is decent. Well, I mean, there's some products I could have gotten given to me, but would I use them? Probably. But I don't want to be, like, stopping the stream here for about 10-15 minutes and advertising something that you guys are going to have no interest in. You're here to watch farming or whatever. Hello, in your base. Welcome. One I had some really good interest in. I forgot the name brand, but they're going to send me like a steering wheel, a shifter, and all that kind of stuff. I had to do a 20-minute video or a 20-minute segment during my live stream for it. I was like, well, what if I don't like the product? I don't have it yet. What if I get it and I don't like the product? You want me to advertise for it for 20 minutes? Because I'm going to tell the truth, like, I don't like it, or whatever. Thing is, I've had my G27 steering wheel for so long, probably taking me forever to get used to a new steering wheel. The adverts on YouTube is annoying too, you think? Well, yeah, as a viewer, I understand that. But that's kind of my paycheck. So... but do know, as creators, we don't get to choose what adverts you see. Everyone sees different adverts, I guess. It's nice to see that bank account at -11. I'm going to have to sell some strawberry ice cream to afford some more liquid fertilizer to finish off the sunflower field. Yeah, I think we're definitely going to have to buy another header. Actually, I'll probably lease the sunflower header for like the class Lexion. So when it comes time to harvest this, we'll have the CR11 with the corn header on it. And then I'll probably lease... Is the sunflower header in the game? I don't think I've looked. Let's see. Specialized headers? Yeah, it's that one right there. 12 meter wide and a harvest at 9 miles an hour. I think the class Lexion would be able to handle that. I'm going to have to get the trailer for it to get it on down the road, though. Yeah, definitely going to want 2 combines in this field. So, I mean, this planter is like an 18 meter wide, and we're planting at 11 miles an hour. Corn header we got is 12 meters wide, so 6 meters narrower. And the working speed is going to be half the speed, so it's going to take a long time to harvest this field. So getting 2 combines in here would be good. Actually, building PCs nowadays is a lot easier than it was a long time ago. Because a lot of the components for PCs, when you're building one, they're all Molex plugs. So, I mean, back 20 years ago or even further than that, you pretty much had to do it wire for wire, and now it's like Molex plugs. Makes it a little bit easier. But finding ones that are compatible with one another, that's about the only thing you have to keep track of. How about $1 million with nothing but contracts and you don't own a thing? And you have a debt of $20K. Oh, you're starting to talk about another series? Well, until I figure out what map we're going to play on, and we'll vote on that later on this week. Probably when we start harvesting, we'll vote on it. But I want to wait as long as I can on that vote, because you'll never know what's going to come out in the mod hub for maps. But once a map is voted on, then I'll go on the map itself and figure out what I want to do on it. But I don't expect us starting with absolutely nothing, because I'm doing that kind of on Penye, where I started with absolutely nothing and no money, no loans. It won't be like Riverbend, though, where I start with $5 million and a $5 million debt. Oh no, just have to wait and see, because I don't even know what map we're going to be on, and I don't know what the main purpose of the farm will be. It's like so far on 25 in Riverbend, it was pretty much building up the playground, the grain elevator, just and trying out the new vegetables and the new stuff in the game. This series here was running a pig farm, which when I built a pig pen and we found out I held 700 pigs, a lot of people were like, you're going to have to feed the pigs like 3 times a month. But as we're seeing, that's not the case. The pigs are not eating that much. And on Penye, I will say, what I'm doing on Penye, that's my favorite challenge, of only being able to buy from the used section. Because you just never know how to plan how you're spending your money. And when playing on both console and PC, what's different? The big difference between console and PC in Farming Simulator 25 are the mods. That's the big thing. And that's pretty much the only difference. I mean, I could say what graphics settings you're on, because obviously PC players can go a wide range on what graphics you're on. But yeah, the only difference really from console and PC and Farming Simulator are the mods that we can use. Basically, any mod that comes out, PC runs. And as if you're on console, then I don't want to say you're limited, but you do have a limit of how many mods you can have running for every series. I'm low on money. Yeah, I'm looking for donations. Yeah, we're fine. We're fine on money. I mean, not from what the bank says. The bank says they got -11, but we got tons of money around. Why not use GPS? I used to back in 15 and 17. I did at the beginning of 19. And then slowly got away from GPS in 19. And I have not looked back since. So I think it's just the thing I'm used to. But I mean, a big field like this, yes, it would come in kind of handy. So I think sunflowers are harvested in September. So depending on how the vote goes, and again, the vote is pretty much, it's up in the air. Like, seems like all the votes I have on this channel, every time we have a vote, it always goes down to the last second. But we'll have a little time to convert some of these sunflowers over to something. Because right now the vote is showing 51% to end it at the end of harvest season, 49% to end it until next March. First PC had Windows 3.1 on it, 92 costs over $1,000. Kind of weird how that is, isn't it, John? Because you're talking, 30 years ago, and now here we are in 2025, and you can buy a laptop with Windows on it. I mean, well, you can buy them for a lot cheaper, but if you get a really good laptop, they're still roughly about the same price. Of course, computers are a little bit faster than they were back in 1992. All right, so now we're getting down to, in this field, to where it was kind of like our other field size. Again, this field that we're in, a good number of people said buy the biggest field on this map before you leave, and we've done that. This field cost us $1,940,000 for a 30-hectare size field. Needed some work before we put in these sunflowers, and that's what we're doing. Yeah, definitely going to get both of our combines in this field later on this year. I don't think, though, by hiring 2 workers in the harvesters with a base game, that's going to work. So I'll probably have to, I keep saying this, I keep forgetting to do that, is get course play. Because with course play, I can start a worker off at a particular spot. All right, Sir Well, appreciate you being here, and yeah, if you're here tomorrow, I mean, I should be. I hope I'm still in the sunflower field planting, because yeah. But we should have moved on from this field by then. But appreciate you being here. Last time I did a field about this side, I think I was on Oceanside Forest, and I had 3 fields this size, running 2 combines, and all I was doing was grain carting, and that was it. I definitely have to go back to the farm before I finish this up and top off with more liquid fertilizer. But we'll have to sell some ice cream or lettuce or something. Appreciate you all being here, watching me just go up and down the same field for the past, I don't know how long I've been doing this. Seems like for the past 40 minutes to an hour at least. This is why, this is why most content creators will not do big maps, just because it takes too long to do a particular job. I think October is usually our busy month, but September might be our busy month this year with this field. This is what's good about a direct drill, although I did plow the field. So a regular planter would have worked fine, but just think after I harvest the field this year, if I didn't have a direct drill, I would have to go around with a cultivator to prep the field and then plant or drill something in it. That's why I always get direct drills and planters. I know there was a few of you, maybe they're not even here, but when we started on this map, a couple people suggest we buy all the fields on this map and work it, and I'm trying to think, how the heck would I do that? It would take me probably a month just to get through 1 year in game. Isn't it kind of weird to think about those kind of stats on a PC, John, nowadays? Imagine if I could talk to you back in 1992, John, and I told you my PC... wait, I'm trying to think how much hard drive space I have. I think I got 14 terabytes of hard drive. Currently 64 gigs of RAM. And you'd probably think, so you work for NASA then? Do you launch a space shuttle, or what do you do? Just chatting amongst ourselves. That's all I'm doing with you guys right now, is just chatting about anything and everything. But right now I am going to head back to the farm so I can get more liquid fertilizer after we sell some ice cream. Hopefully I got some ice cream and some lettuce I can sell. Oh, we're getting close to the top of the hour. I wonder if my BGA has anything more to process. Hey, they did. They processed a little bit. Oh, I think it's also... probably my solar panels brought in some cash. But 2,000 is not going to be enough to fill up my liquid fertilizer. Let's see if I can fill up. I think it's only 1,000 liters of liquid fertilizer, though. I do see pallets at my greenhouses, so that's good. And I got a pallet of strawberry ice cream. I mean, that's actually not bad. All right, let's drop off that. Let me have a look at the stock market page and see what's looking good. I'm pretty sure I got wood beams I could sell, but that's not relatively close. Strawberry ice cream. Yeah, I just got one pallet. Where's my lettuce? All right, we'll sell the lettuce only. That's more than enough. Plus, it gives us a little bit of a break from planting. That's actually all the lettuce that's going to spawn. I mean, we just sold the lettuce in February, I think it was, so not a whole lot here, of course. All right, this is going to be pretty close to 30 grand, and that's more than enough to get done what we need to. All right, 26.5 grand. Alright, seed. Yeah, we'll take seed as well. Liquid fertilizer. Alright, I think with what we got here, we should be able to finish up the sunflower field. Fingers crossed. I thought I would actually be done planting the field before the rain got here, but I was wrong. Good thing is, though, since I did plow the field, I'm not going to have weeds this year. And we're back at it. But, as you can see, we're not too far from being done. So bear with me for another 5 minutes, and I think we'll be done planting sunflowers anyways. But when we get to April, I gotta plant corn. But luckily, that field of corn is very small. Compared to this anyways. Wonder how many farmers fall asleep inside the tractor when they're doing the really big fields where it takes them probably like 10 minutes to go from one side of the field to another before they gotta turn around and set GPS up. You know, some farmers have taken some snoozes. At least we're getting rain and not hail. But I'm sure we'll get some hail before we get to the harvest season. So, a lot of work has been done today. We haven't done many different jobs, but a lot of work has been done. took care of all the stumps at the sawmill, planted in those apple trees. And while we were doing that, we had the Massey Ferguson putting down lime in this field. We had the Fent plowing up the field. And we've been here for like the last hour putting in the sunflowers. But I can see the light at the end of the tunnel. We are just about done. Don't know how well some flowers are going to harvest because I haven't done them in 25. I don't even know where to begin, I'm guessing, for how many liters we're going to get, but I'm going to assume over 500,000. Is a 500,000 too much? I do think this is any bigger field than I had on Western Australia too. Alright, just one more pass. At least I thought so. Can I get this in one more? I mean, basically it's one more pass. And finally, we are just about done. I'm going to try to get these little specks I may have missed down here if I can find them. Yep, there it is. I see it now. "30 hectares of sunflowers." This is where the planter that I used on Tuscany, we had like 3 options. I think one of them I could have planted the field at 64 miles an hour. That would have really benefited in this field here. Not realistic, of course, but would have got the job done really, really quick. All right, I'm going to switch this over to corn. And we'll just park the John Deere 9RX over by our cornfield. Don't worry, I'm not going to be planting anytime soon. We're going to check on our production buildings, the animals, and if everything looks good, it will go into the month of April, where we'll probably sell some wood beams because I would like to pay off some of that loan. Maybe get it down to $500,000 today. I was kind of hoping to get the loan paid off completely, but yeah, I should have known that it was going to take a while to get that field planted, so zipping through the months was not going to happen. But all of our fields are planted for the last time. So now we just got to do... Well, sorry, we still got the cornfield, but after we get the cornfield done, it's all planted. And I don't think we're going to have any weeding to do, right? Oh no, I got long grain rice. That's right, we got the long grain rice to plant in April. Well, at least I can do that. Actually, you know what? The John Deere should be on the Seed Hawk, and the T8 can be on the planter. So we'll separate those two. Almost forgot about the long grain rice field. Alright, we'll check on the animals first. The chickens, they're good, although they got eggs. The cows, they need some food. The pigs, I should top them off with food as well. Alright. So the chickens, just gotta bring the eggs over. And I still think we're making cereal. I don't think we went through all the long grain rice. No, we did not. They need, so yeah, we gotta get the eggs in there. Oh, sorry, no, that's it's not eggs. That would be honey. Eggs are for the cake. Flour, sugar, milk. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's just the eggs for the cake. You like that Cedar in 22? It was an all-in-one planter, was it not? It did all the crops. I just used the base one for that mod. Oh wow, look at the amount of eggs we got. Alright, so we're going to make a lot of cakes. Although, depending on your guys' vote, I may not be selling cakes again, but... depending how the vote goes... no, don't. That didn't go too well, now did it? Now it just screwed up everything. Now that I moved that pallet, gotta pick this up because I can't pick them both up. Side by side. I gotta take it easy because this being a bale spike, the pallets don't really sit well on them, but you can move stuff. I'm not sure any of our current production buildings actually do oil. So I think I'm going to have to get an oil production. I think I have a modded one, so it won't be that expensive. I don't think the bakery does any type of oil. No. The windmill, flour, sugar, that's what we got that one for. I do think I got one that does oil, would be cheaper, but I don't know if it holds a whole lot. So I'll have to see what I plan on doing there. Alright, let's grab the T8 and we'll feed the pigs. Where's my forage wagon? I'm starting to think I may have left my forage wagon in the cow barn. Grab the Massey Ferguson. Did I leave it in the cow barn? I think I did. I see a trailer there, and the only thing that would be there is a forage wagon. I assume this way? Yes. Actually, there's some hay in there. Yeah, so from what we have seen, on Riverbend, we fed our cows and water buffalo hay, and the productivity was at 100%. But here, it's only up to 80%, so I think Giants have fixed that in the patch. Or adjusted it. Don't need a whole lot of hay. I think 40,000 ought to do it. It's enough for their feed trough now, but I'm going to leave it parked there. So they should take the hay all the way into April. See, Sam is over here inspecting the cornfield. And yes, Sam will be coming along with us when we eventually do leave here. Okay, back into the T8. Oh, my Fent is over at our sunflower field. That needs to come back. All right, so that's while unloading. That's all of our animals taken care of. Yeah, the pigs should be good because we're feeding them now. Chickens, as we can see, is good. And the cows, oh, their milk is getting up there. I need to get their milk into the dairy. Okay. Greenhouses are looking good. Ice cream factory is looking fine. And everything else is just going to be running. So, okay, so we got to turn this off. Where's my Fent? Let's get that back to the farm. And then we'll just use a Fent with the tanker, and we'll get the milk from the cows into the dairy production. Throw a lot of grass in there, and should get to 100% productivity. Their health is 100%, but their productivity is not. I don't have any grass, and I'm just really just doing some more testing on this just to make sure. But because in the future, I want to see if hay alone will still get them up to 100% productivity. But I'm sure you probably may have tested that north about the hay and grass. We'll get them up there. Because I always end up having cows on my farm, it seems like. And yeah, don't think I'll be using the plow again on this series. Yeah, top everything off with water, then empty out the water, and we'll go get the milk. And I am thinking with the money I do got in the bank account, currently, I'm going to put down some more beehives around the sunflower field. Because the bees will increase the yield of the sunflowers, but I want more honey. Alright, got rid of the water inside the tanker. Do like our little cow pasture, how that turned out from decorating it. I think our dairy is not going through the milk as fast as I thought it would. Although it is out of milk. So well, now it's got 21,000 liters more. Got some cows taking a bath in their pond here. Almost forgot where the drop-off point was. Do I want to top off my greenhouses with liquid fertilizer? Now's the time. So about 1,000, 2,000, 3,000 liters ought to do it. All right, so with the leftover money I got, let's go to construction. And animals, down to bees, and I need a face here. And we're going to start putting down some beehives, get ourselves some more honey. There we go. That's all the money we got. And I'm going to grab whatever pallet we have here and put that into our bakery so we can start making some more cereal again. So I don't know how many beehives we got, but I think it's over 30 of the large ones. All right, so I think that covers everything. Finally. Just over 3 hours of planting trees and planting a field is all I've done. Hello, the herd. Welcome. Hope you're having a good Monday so far. Well, we're going to go ahead and go to bed and get to April. Can I take water from the pond? Yes, I should be able to. That water mod will allow us to take water from there. Don't know what that achievement's for, but it looks like a milk symbol. Kind of curious to see how much honey that we have, because we just slept about 20 hours or so. So after having that many beehives and 20 hours, how much honey did we get in 1 month? What do we got for honey? Alright, so I mean 1,000, well, about 1,000 liters is what we got. All the honey is going to go to here to keep making on cereal because we got a lot of long grain rice still. So we'll get that started. Let's jump over to the pigs. I think we got pigs to sell. So, outgoing pigs. Yes, we do. We got a lot of pigs to sell. So there's $29,000 right there going out the door. And that's not the only set. We're going to do that 2 more times. And brings us down to 665 pigs. But I'm guessing next month we'll be back right up to 701 again. We're up to $91,000 in the bank account. Did you go through all that pig food? You did. Yeah, the feed trough is looking good. They could use some straw today, probably. Cows. Yeah, they're just not getting up to 100% anymore like they used to. You would think with silage and hay and meadow grass all together, that productivity would get up to 100%. And the chickens, they got some eggs over there, so that's good. I don't think... I mean, we'll check. Nope, apple trees did not grow. We still have 700,000 liters, actually 750,000 liters worth of wood to be processed. We do got 54 pallets of wood beams. So we're going to go grab those. And where are we going with those? To Raffison. Let's go grab those, because I do want to pay some money off towards the loan today. Plus we get to drive past our sunflower field. There's our potato field. There's our sugar beet field. And pretty soon we're going to be driving past our sunflower field. There's our sunflowers. Not much to see now, but when they hit another growth stage and the flower comes out, that's going to be pretty cool to see. So I think this is the first time I've taken the road during this stream, so it should be relatively smooth. They don't combine. They only eat the highest priority first. The TMR is top of the list. Yeah, that I do know, but I thought it was North that just said if I gave him grass with hay, the productivity would get up to 100%. So, I don't know. Just waiting for more wood beams to spawn. But man, you need a lot of beehives to get the honey. I mean, granted, we do have some big fields. And we had a lot of grain to make the cereal. Trying to get a full load so we get our it should be $170,000 I think on here once we get done and get this delivered to Raffison. Seems like I always have the wood beam sticking out further on one side or the other. So just a reminder, we do have a vote going on. If you have not voted yet, you may want to look at that poll. It's pretty much asking, we are ending this series here on Frechdachs. This will be our last farming season here, and I'm asking, do you want to end or leave the series here at the end of harvest, which would be like November, or do you want to go through the winter months where we sell everything? So the vote is up. Make your vote count. Like I said, we only got 59 votes, so one vote can change the percentage quite a bit. And right now, it looks like the vote that's leading is selling, or sorry, after selling in winter. So right now, the vote would be, if I were to end it right now, we would be here until next March, basically, selling stuff to see how much money we can earn. Not going to be taking the money with us wherever we go. We're not taking the money, but, you know, if you want to see how much money we can end up after the season, you'd probably want to vote for move on after selling in the winter. And if we do anything like we did last year, we're talking at least a couple million in sales. Welcome back, Eugene. Yeah, so when I do cows again, I think I'll I mean, right now, for what we're doing here for our cows in this farm, 80% productivity is good enough. Because I don't need that much milk to be processed for doing what I'm trying to do. But yeah, if you want 100% productivity from your cows now, it looks like you're going to have to do TMR. As the way it should be, from the way they got it showing, that's the way it should be. Alright, 174,000 in the bank, well, sold. But now we're up to 265,000. Need to wash off this truck. This paint color that I chose does hide the dirt pretty well on it. It may not look dirty, but you can see some dirt on it. And I am driving up and down a dirt road and in a field quite often. And FS22 just feeding hay gave 100%. Yeah, I did give 100% on Riverbend here at the start, but like I said, that might have been adjusted recently here. Alright, so financially, yes, this is something I wanted to do today, and that is, we got more of a loan to pay off, so let's go ahead and spam that button. Well, I could get it down. Yeah, let's get it down to $500,000. That leaves me 25,000. But now, I want to put more beehives down. Wait, which way do I need to go? I need to go this way. Wait, where do I need to be? Over here. And where was my last beehive? There's a beehive there. So along here, yes, we also get a bonus from the bees populating the sunflower, so we get like a 5% increase in yield. I think it's a 5% increase. And of course, we'll also get more honey. There we go. No, the speed... Well, if you're in cab, if you were looking at the speedometer... So yeah, if let me fire this back up. If you watch the speedometer at the bottom right-hand corner, that's in miles per hour. But if you're looking at the center console, where it says 0 right above the steering wheel, I believe that's in kilometers per hour. So depending on what you were looking at. So if I start to drive, you can see it says I'm doing 12 kilometers an hour on the console, but I'm only doing 7 miles an hour on the bottom right. So it depends on what you're looking at. Alright, so we sold the pigs. So they're doing fine. They should have pig food. I'm going to go grab some more eggs. I don't know. Did we run out of eggs? How fast is that going through the eggs? It went through all those eggs. Yeah, we're making bread. We got 13 cakes in storage. We got plenty of flour in storage. I'm going to go grab those eggs so the cakes can be kept on made through. Man, you do need a... I know there are some modded beehives that came out in the mod hub. I wonder if they produce more honey. Because, man, we got at least 35 beehives, and to only get like 1,000 to 1,200 liters of honey per month, that's a struggle to get the honey on in. As long as I don't move the pallets, I should be able to grab both. Alright, keep on making those cakes. How are we doing for sugar in here? Do we got plenty of sugar? Sugar. Where's my sugar? Oh, we're getting low on sugar. We got plenty of sugar at the mill. Looking at the truck speed. Yeah, it's kind of weird that because I got it miles per hour, but the dash is still showing it in kilometers, which is fine, I guess. Not that big of a deal. And does a dairy need sugar for... still got a good amount of sugar in there. So we should be making buttermilk. That should be active, which it is. Should be making bottle milk, which we are. And we're also making chocolate. The heck, I'll put a couple more pallets in there. It's not going through the sugar on the chocolate that much, but that should almost make it run through, I think, for quite a while. Yeah, I don't think I'll get to making chocolate ice cream, but I did want to make some chocolate. So I think that's everything moved around, and everything is looking good. So if we look here, so sunflower field is looking good, double fertilized, no weeds or anything. So we just got to get to our long grain rice field, and we got to replant the corn field. The grass field is not ready, is it? No, that's growing, so that needs to be cut in May. Hello, Ninja, how you doing? But yeah, let's go ahead and I think it's time, but we're going to end that poll. And looks like we're going to be, we had 62 volts in total, and yeah, we'll be staying here all through the winter selling products. So, we'll see how much money we can bring in this upcoming winter. The way it's going, I wouldn't be a bit surprised we end up with like $3 million in the bank account when we finally do leave here, because we got a lot more pigs to sell this year. We're gonna have a whole bunch there, and of course we got a lot of products to sell. Of course we got the big field as well. Oh yeah, what is construction, production? I don't know how much they hold. Where are they? I think it's these buildings here. Yeah, not that one, but these. These will do oil. I don't know how much they hold in each one. But, yeah, we'll probably make some oil. Only $27,000 or $20,000 to put one of those down. So, yeah, we'll probably make some oil. Because we have tons of sunflowers to go through. So we'll see how it goes. So, yeah, we'll be staying here until next March. So, another year. And we'll sell everything then. But I think we're going to wrap it up for today. Done enough planting, and I got to get to planting again. So I think we'll hold off of that until tomorrow. And we'll get back into it. But it won't take me that long to plant those fields. So appreciate everyone being here and hanging out with me while I planted in one field for most of the stream today. But we got it done. And just wait until we harvest it. But we're going to get both harvesters in that field. And I might even lease both sunflower headers because they harvest at 9 miles an hour, not 6. So that'll help us get the job done a little bit quicker. But yeah, if you're still here, appreciate you, like I said, being here throughout the stream today. And for those who voted, thank you as well. Your voice or votes were heard. And yeah, and if you haven't done so yet, hitting that thumbs up button at the bottom of the screen will help me out more than you know. Thumbs down buttons there as well. You can hit that if you like to. Believe me, comments to why, but no one ever does. And if you're new here, you might want to think about hitting that subscribe and notification bell so you don't miss out more content like this. But I'll be back tomorrow planting that long grain rice and corn. And then we'll move on to May where we'll start cutting some grass. I may not do as much grass cutting this year since it's the last year. I don't want to be doing it 4 times, so we may just do it 3 times, which is still quite a bit. Just all depends on how much work we have to do. And move on, because it's not like I really need the money, but it's going to be kind of interesting to see how much money we end up with. But yeah, I'm going to head on out of here. Like I said, appreciate everyone being here. Just a reminder, I did post a SnowRunner episode this morning, and tomorrow there'll be a Penier episode that comes out before the stream as well. And so you got some videos you can watch if you like. But again, appreciate everyone being here, and hopefully I will see you tomorrow. But until then, have a good one.